For many people, a new calendar year is like a fresh start or a do over of sorts. It motivates you to try something new or get back on track, recommit to some of those tasks that we've been procrastinating with. Let's break old patterns and not even wait to New Year's Eve to set goals, not resolutions. And we can even think about this in terms of our weight loss surgery journey success. Want to know how? Surgery is just one tool. It's time to put the other tools in the toolbox because it's your body, your health, your life. When we talk about the new year, one word usually comes into mind. That's resolutions. And if we talk to our loved ones, our family members, our coworkers, our friends, they're usually typically similar. We want to lose weight. We want to try something new. We want to get more, and we want to save money. But what exactly are resolutions? To make a resolution, we want to resolve to do something. The thing is, what happens after you make the decision to do something? How do you carry it out? Here are some goal setting tips to help you take those dreams and hopes and get them into reality. When you set goals for yourself, it actually means, I know as simple as it sounds, you need to set goals that actually motivate you, make you want to do something, make you want to change. It has to be important to you, and there has to be value in you achieving them. If you have little interest in the outcome, or you don't see how that fits into the bigger picture, it's most likely you're not going to put the effort, time, and consistency into making those happen. Motivation is the key to achieving goals. Set goals that are aligned with your highest priorities in life. Without this type of focus, you end up setting these resolutions that there's just too many of them, leaving you with little time to devote to each one and bringing each one to fruition. Goal achievement requires commitment. So, to maximize the likelihood of success, you need to feel a sense of urgency, and you have to have a must do attitude. When you don't have this, in all reality, you're not going to achieve them. And when you end up setting all these goals that don't motivate you, that don't have a sense of urgency, and you don't reach them, it in turn makes you feel frustrated, depressed, and angry. And it just keeps you or ends you up in this kind of destructive attitude of, I can't be successful at it. I just can't do anything. I can't do it. That frame of mind. So, what are 3 goals, just 3, that you want to work on that truly excites you, motivates you? Come on, and it can't be just the number on the scale. Okay, if this helps, think of 3: physical, mental, and emotional. And do a bonus one, the 4th one, something for your soul. Write them down. Don't just keep them up here. Write them down. After having bariatric surgery, even the most veteran bariatric patients has to deal with the minutia of life. The daily minutia of life can even rattle the most seasoned bariatric patients. There's family dinners, there's kids events, there's the pressures of life, there's work pressures, sporting events, household chores, all that. Life is truly a juggling act. Still, we kind of manage to get through that, the minutia of life, without writing those daily goals, those daily minutia tasks down. But when it comes to our weight loss surgery journey, those goals, they're not routine for us.
Oh,
They're not quite the daily minutia routine for us. Achieving those big 3 goals will involve you deviating from the daily monotony of life. You're going to have to step outside your comfort zone because change doesn't happen in a comfort zone. You're going to have to challenge yourself. So, writing those down, being really clear on those goals, getting them down on paper, takes away that mental clutter that happens when you don't do that. It helps you to visualize what you want so you can achieve it. It also helps you to track and monitor progress moving towards those goals if they're written down. By checking them off, by saying, I've done this to get me to move forward towards achieving those goals, it gives you a sense of accomplishment and increases your motivation to keep going. The thing is, you need to write SMART goals. What do I mean by this? SMART, S, specific, M, measurable, A, achievable or attainable, or even actionable, R, reachable, and T, time sensitive. So come on, take those 3 most important goals that you wrote down and now make sure they are SMART. Avoid comparison, because when you're working towards something, you're working towards improving something in your life, you can't compare yourself to others. It's a common feeling that you want to compare yourself to others, but the thing is, your perception, your subconscious is telling you that they are superior to you. They're somehow more privileged in some way. And the social media phenomenon does not help you in this. Announcements of new tasks, achievements, new love interests, new weight loss, new jobs. Remember, typically people post about good things in their life. They're not typically posting about every day, the minutiae of life, all the challenges and the things that had to overcome. They're usually giving you the best of the best. And when it comes to our bariatric journey, and we're looking in our bariatric Facebook groups, and all we're seeing is people losing all this weight, doing all this good. They don't have any complications. They're having no side effects. And all you see is they're losing more than me. What am I doing wrong? I'm a failure. Is this normal? It just quickly turns into a green-eyed monster. And how does that serve you exactly? It doesn't. When you compare yourself to others, it robs you of time and energy and emotion. All this could be spent on you, comparing you to the day before of you. How to self-improve. So you're putting all your time and effort and mood and emotion in comparing to strangers that are only posting, most likely, the stuff that they want you to see, and you're changing your mood, or you're getting depressed, or you're thinking you're a failure, or you're talking to yourself negatively. It takes you away from meeting and achieving your own personal goals. Follow your own path. And remember, when it comes to bariatric surgery, everybody's body is different. Everybody's medical history is different. Their age is different. Their procedure is different. Their relationship with food is different. Don't compare yourself to someone else's bariatric journey. It will not serve you. Now, take those 3 areas we talked about, your physical, mental, and emotional, and maybe that bonus one of your soul, and be really honest with yourself. Are you comparing yourself in those areas to someone else, to someone else's journey? Be honest, write it down. Another way to achieve your goals is to be willing to embrace failure. Yes, I said, learn from your mistakes. Learn how to embrace failure. Author Robert Kaczynski says that successful people don't fear failure, but understand that it is necessary to learn and grow from. So setting weight loss surgery journey goals instead of resolutions involves you learning what you need in order to achieve your goals. And it's more than just the weight loss. By embracing failure, by looking at it in a different way, by learning from maybe your mistakes or how to improve, because it's not about proving that they're right and that you're wrong. It's not about proving that you're a failure. It's about learning from it and improving next time. Will only make you stronger and more resilient. So going back to those 3 or 4 areas, What can you learn from them? What can you learn from your past? What can you do differently? Remember to enjoy the journey. Big success is made out of small victories over time. It's okay to celebrate and shout out loud if your pants are feeling a little looser this week. It's okay. It's great to feel like, oh my gosh, I have more energy this week. It is great to understand and celebrate that you can fit on an airplane without asking for a seatbelt extender. It's great, and you should celebrate all those non-scale victories as well as scale victories, but you need to enjoy the journey. Don't think for one instance that life is just going to fall into place once you lose that X amount of weight. Life is happening as you go along. Some of the greatest lessons, some of the greatest victories is in the journey as you go along to meeting your goals. Having goals is super important. However, we can't stop living to pursue them. Don't allow your focus on one little outcome overshadow the journey, the lessons, and the celebrations as you go through the process. Think in terms of specific behaviors and lifestyle changes. Surgery is just one tool in the toolbox. Surgery works with our physical body. We need to develop and increase the other tools we need in our toolbox. And that requires us to make lifestyle changes and behavior modifications. You have to be able to change course or pivot when a specific behavior isn't working for you. When it comes to your goals, think about what you're adding versus what you're taking away. Instead of making a goal about eating less unhealthy food, which is pretty vague, not very smart, but say that's one of them. You want to eat less unhealthy food. Instead of focusing on taking away, focus about adding. Say it, reframe it in a different way. My goal is to eat more healthy food. If you're always thinking about taking away, you're telling yourself that you're depriving yourself. You're taking away. You're in deprivation. Rather than adding something good. Can you tell the difference there? If you're always thinking about, oh, I need to take this away, I need to not do this, instead of saying, what can I add that helps me improve, that helps me to move forward, that helps me to get to my goals? I always keep saying that the goal of long-term weight loss surgery success is more than just losing the weight. Along with setting smart goals, you also need to know what your bigger why is. If you got any value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please feel free to share with people out there. One of my goals this year, one of my bigger goals this year, is helping as many people as I know struggling with our bariatric journey to keep moving forward. And part of that is making goals, not resolutions, to be the new you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.